Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei PitchCube, dem Format im Alex TV, bei dem unsere Speaker kaum eine Zeit haben, sich in Floskeln zu verlieren. Denn um uns ihre Sicht auf die Dinge zu präsentieren, kurz, bündig und vor allen Dingen für jeden verständlich, haben sie hier nur 3 Minuten Zeit. Dabei dreht sich heute alles um das Thema Fernsehen und Internet, denn wir sind live beim Internationalen Medienkongress im ICC Berlin und holen uns die Speaker von der Bühne direkt hier in unser virtuelles Studio. Die Gäste, die ich jetzt bei mir habe, sind die beiden Amerikaner Chabin Präsident der International 3D Society in Los Angeles und McNally, ein Mann, der als Stereoscopic Supervisor bei allen von Dreamworks produzierten 3D-Animationsfilmen tatkräftig mitgewirkt hat. Sie sprechen also heute über die aktuellen technischen Entwicklungen des 3D-Kinos und darüber, wie man in 3D eigentlich am besten eine Story erzählen kann. Mr. Chabin, you gave a presentation entitled Facts and Figures of Hollywood's 3D World. Could you summarize that for us in 3 minutes? Your 3 minutes will start after the signal.
Well, we talked about the future of 3D cinema and the future of 3D television in our presentation. And one of the facts and figures that we discussed were that 9 of the top 10 movies this summer at the box office worldwide were 3D movies. 9 of the top 10 movies so far to date in 2013 have been 3D movies. So 3D at the worldwide box office is quite popular and continues to be quite successful and quite profitable for the studios. There are more than 40 3D movies scheduled to be released in India this year, more than 40 theatrical releases scheduled for release in China. And the schedule for 2014 and 15 is even stronger with the next X-Men, Ridley Scott's Exodus, Planet of the Apes, Godzilla, Jupiter Ascending, Captain America. So we have great movies coming out in 2014, and Jurassic Park 4, Star Wars, Avengers 2, Man of Steel and Batman, all coming out in 2015. So from a theatrical side, 3D continues to be very, very strong, and we're going to see great movies in the next couple of years in 3D. In television, there's a terrific amount of buzz and excitement around ultra-high def or 4K television. This creates an incredibly accurate picture, a beautiful picture that's clear and crisp and colorful, and we are seeing it here at IFA at the displays of Samsung, LG, Sony, Panasonic, and others as we move into the next generation of flat screen and camera technology. So as 3D grows, ultra-high def television will grow, and we will soon be seeing the first auto stereoscopic 3D television sets, which allows you to watch a 3D movie or program at home and not have to wear the glasses. So there's an enormous amount of exciting technology here at IFA, and we're excited to be here and to share the expertise that we have about 3D technology in the future.
Thank you for this very insightful talk. Ich fasse das nochmal ganz kurz für unsere Zuschauer zusammen. Also 3D ist zurzeit in den Kinos, das sind mit die erfolgreichsten Filme an den Kinokassen. In Zukunft wird man auch eine Menge davon sehen und auch im Fernsehen wird sich 3D langsam durchsetzen, sagt Chabin. Was vor allen Dingen auch ganz groß im Kommen ist, sind 3D-Fernsehgeräte, wo man 3D-Fernsehen ohne Brille schauen kann, also ohne dieses nervige Teil immer auf der Nase tragen zu müssen. Mr. McNally, now to you. You gave a presentation on advanced storytelling in 3D. Could you elaborate a bit more on that topic? Also, you have 3 minutes, and your 3 minutes start as well after the signal.
Okay. Yes, of course, anything to do with 3D in the cinema is really 3D for storytelling, because the whole point is to tell the story, and the 3D should support it. But for me, I started my talk with my first experience of 3D, which I think for most people, it's very similar. It's like a ViewMaster viewer or a 3D stereoscope. And I remember when I was age 13 being so shocked at how the 3D experience of those black and white pictures really pulled me into the world of the picture. And so from a storytelling point of view, that's something that's really vital for any kind of movie. You're trying to bring the audience into the story. And that kind of transportation that 3D gives you is something I think is very powerful for storytelling. And so I've been one of the lucky people who've been able to work on many 3D movies, and primarily in animation. And most of my work has been at Dreamworks Animation over the last 6 years. And the first movie we worked on was Monsters vs. Aliens. And you know, at the beginning, I thought, of course, the challenge was how to explain how 3D works and how to make sure it's comfortable and dynamic and all those types of things. But of course, like any new adventure, some of the more challenging issues of 3D were just talking to people from an acceptance point of view. Maybe directors and cinematographers haven't been familiar with 3D before. And in fact, I have this phrase, which directors and cinematographers are really the world's experts at 2D conversion. And what I mean by that is they look at the 3D world and they can convert it into the two-dimensional art of cinema, which is a pretty amazing skill to be able to do that. But sometimes that gets in the way of making a good spatial movie. And so I like to say we're making spatial movies, not 3D movies. And the reason is to get people into the idea of thinking more like a theatrical, like a stage experience maybe, or like real life. What does it mean to make a movie in space? So now we have the ability not only for a close-up to be big on screen, but to be actually closer to the audience as well. And these are powerful techniques that we can use. And we can change the stereo within shots and within sequences to bring characters from a distant place to emotionally closer to us. And so that's really, you know, one of the most exciting things I think about using 3D in cinema, that it just allows us to dial the 3D up more, dial it down more, and really ramp up and down the emotional content of the story. And that's what 3D can do for us, and I look forward to working on more 3D movies and developing this even further.
Thank you as well for your very interesting talk. Auch jetzt fasse ich das nochmal ganz kurz für unsere Zuschauer zusammen. Also für Mr. McNally ist 3D-Storytelling hauptsächlich dafür, um den Zuschauer noch näher in den Film reinzubringen, noch näher in die Geschichte, noch näher in die Charaktere. Man wird quasi aufgesogen dadurch, dass der Raum einfach ganz anders gefüllt wird beim 3D-Filmemachen. Die Herausforderungen sind dabei, wie kann man es schaffen, ein 3D-Film-Schaugefühl angenehm und gleichzeitig dynamisch zu gestalten. Und wie kann man das eigentlich als akzeptiert etablieren bei den Zuschauern, bei den Produktionsstudios und so weiter. Genau, und damit sind wir auch mal wieder am Ende unseres PitchCube angelangt. Ich hoffe, Ihnen hat diese kleine Einführung ins 3D-Cinema und ins 3D-Storytelling gefallen. Falls Sie diese Sendung verpasst haben, dann können Sie sich das wie immer auf unserem YouTube-Channel nochmal anschauen auf www.youtube.de/alexberlintv. Hiermit verabschiede ich mich mal wieder von Ihnen. Hoffe, dass Sie dranbleiben oder einfach beim nächsten Mal wieder einschalten bei Alex TV. Auf Wiedersehen.